stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Thank you for clicking on that play button. I do appreciate it. And happy Saturday. It's the weekend. I never say that. I always, like, the week goes by, and then the weekend comes, and I never say happy Saturday, but it's fucking Saturday. So happy Saturday, everybody. I got comments rolling in already. Here we go. From YouTube. Here we go. Chuck Dirty, thank you for coming in. We do have a very special guest on. Of course, all our guests are special, but this one I'm really excited about. This young man is an emerging musician known for his unique blend of genres, particularly in hip-hop and rap. He has gained attention in his distinctive style, which often incorporates elements of storytelling and personal experiences into his lyrics. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Junior the Demigod.
Yo, what's up, guys?
We gotta get the crowd in here. Gotta have that crowd in there. Now, how much? I'm doing well. But I thank you again for coming on. I do appreciate you. And before we get started, let's go ahead and take a second or two to tell these people who you are.
What's up? My name is Junior the Demigod. I'm an 18-year-old rapper from Warren, Michigan. I've been rapping for about 3 years, and I also produce. And I don't want any beats. I just, like, nothing against producers. That's just, I produce my own shit, and yeah, so short and sweet.
Right. There you go. Now, where can they find you? Really, you're on Spotify, SoundCloud.
Yeah, I'm on all platforms.
Okay. All right, dope. Yeah, I found you on YouTube. Like, I always like to go back and tell people how I found them. Like, I discovered America, like Columbus, something like that. but yeah, I found you on I think it was actually Facebook. I found you on Facebook. I was looking through your reels and everything, and I stumbled across a little group actually that you're a part of called the Cypher Society. And at first I was just like, okay, these guys are good. And then it got really good for a long time. And you guys are every single one of you guys like spit straight fire. Like, how'd you guys end up? There's a lot of you too. So how'd you guys end up like collaborating and getting together and creating this?
So honestly, I can speak for how I joined, because I wasn't one of the people who originally started it. For me, there's this rapper Green Mane. I first got in contact with him through Instagram, and I hit him up, and through following him, I started seeing him do all these shows. And actually in Pontiac, the first show I ever did was at a place called the Alley Cat Cafe. And through that, I met OZ100, Smalls, Walls Won't Fall, Concept, like all those guys. And through following them, that's when I started to see they were doing these ciphers. And I hit them up like, hey, if you got any room for any more artists, whatever I can do to get on, just let me know. And since then, I mean, I try to make it to I don't want to say that. When I first started going, the only time that I would miss is when I didn't like the beat. But I'm on a 10, like I've gone the past 10 times. So I'm gonna no matter what the beat looks like. This one, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but we got a beatboxing beat. Zoinks, he's one of the new guys. On the past 2 Halloween ciphers we did, he dressed up as Jesus. He actually beatboxes, and he's like a professional at the shit. So Muncie took the he beatboxed like 3 different kinds of beats, and the artists are just choosing which ones to rap on, and yeah, that's gonna be the next one. So it's dope.
Yeah, you guys are like amazing. It's just like you guys all like support one another. And I had a musician on another rapper on last week, and he's from New Jersey, and he said the one thing that he likes about us Midwest rappers, like from Michigan and like Wyoming and all that stuff, and from the Midwest, he likes us because we all support each other. Like we're not in competition with one another. And I didn't notice it until he actually said something, and it was like he's right. It was like we all are all one intricate unit, and we're all trying to get to the same spot.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like honestly, I'm always talking about like the ciphers as a family more so than like anything other. It's amazing what they're doing, and I'm happy to be a part of it for as long as I have and for as long as I will going forward.
Right. Now, are you guys gonna do like an album like the Wu-Tang?
I think there was talks like ideas of that, but I think Muncie said that he wants to kind of keep it to the ciphers, but Dark Web Studios, OZ, he runs that. There was talks about doing a Dark Web collab album, kind of like how Dreamville did D-Day.
Okay.
So some shit like that, I think.
All right, yeah, because that'd be dope. Like I'd actually go out and purchase that. Like there's no pirating on this end on that one. I would go buy that shit for real. But so how did you get started in music? Because you're still, like you said, you're only 18 years old. So how old were you when you actually picked up a pen and decided this is it?
Man, I probably had to been like 14, 15. It was like that transitional phase from middle school to high school, and the first thing I ever wrote was some shit because like a kid was fucking with me, and at the time I didn't know that he rapped. I just wanted to vent my emotions out somehow, and it was through rap that I did that. But then I found out that he rapped, so I had like 3 different old Instagram accounts, just because I kept forgetting the password for each one. But every time it would be like a new rendition of the same fucking song, where it's like just a diss to him. So that's how I originally started. But then I started expanding past like different music tastes and learned there's more to this shit than just rhyming words and all that. So I think that's kind of the trajectory of where I'm going right now, trying to see what lies past just the sport of it,
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, it is more than just rhyming words. Like I've like there's syllables involved. You got to rhyme the syllables, and then you got to get the beat down. It's a lot. I can't rap. I can't do it. I love to listen to it. I love music, and I listen to music constantly. And I'm just like, how can I like immerse myself into the music industry without actually being musically talented? And this is it. This is how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to see you guys out there, especially like all you young people out there. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like you're finding what you want to do at an early age and you're just going for it. And I admire that. I really do.
Oh yeah. Like now's probably the best time ever to pursue this because there's so many, like outlets and just different ways that can boost your career. Like, social media, for example, every artist is making short form content and that's how you make it. Like TikTok, you see artists blowing up on there every day. So yeah.
It's those 30-second videos. People's attention spans are like this nowadays. It's just like down to the next thing. Everyone's got ADHD now. It's all it is.
Yeah, that's something that I really don't like. Like I noticed, I came up on that like 3, 4, maybe even 5-minute long songs. And now I see people like Corday. Corday is an artist that I looked up to with like his first 2 albums, and this one I feel like is his second best. But no, on this one I see he's putting out like 1 minute, 30-second long songs, and that's like, I don't know. I get it. That's how you have to adapt to perform better in today's light. But I don't know. Maybe I just don't like changing shit. But I feel like if you make longer songs, then maybe you can heal people's attention spans. You know, like force them to listen to it.
Yeah, because like back in the 90s when I grew up, we're like generation gap here. So I'm 42 years old, and yeah, so yeah, I remember being your age. It was great, but there's like, but back in the 90s, like each song was like 5, 6, maybe you had 7, 8 minute long songs. Yeah. Nowadays, you'd be lucky if they succeed 3.5.
Exactly.
It's just straight to the point, blah 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 blah, blah and then boom. That's the song. That's it. Enjoy. And then it's a whole album. You listen to a whole album like 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. The evolution of hip hop is shortening. But
and then
it's getting better. But go ahead.
Yeah. That's a conversation I was having with a rapper I know. His name is Mozeri. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but no, I was talking to him and it was about albums. Because I got an album I'm working on right now, but we were talking and he was saying albums really are not the way to go. And he was saying like, what's the last album you listened to? And he said, go on there and check the views like per video. And he wasn't wrong. It starts like the intro has the most amount of views and then it just keeps going down, down, down. The further you go down like the playlist. Like it's I don't know. I think that's gonna really bring down artists. Like everyone's telling me to do singles and all that, but I can't bring myself to do it. That's not like what I came up on, you know?
Right. Yeah, like everyone dropped albums. No one dropped singles. Like no one just dropped a track and be like, okay, I'll see you in another year for another one, you know, or a couple months.
If they did release a single, it would have been like to hype up the release of the album.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And now people make music videos. They make music videos to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, because MTV doesn't play music videos no more. Bastards. So everyone's got to make their own. And I think it's better. Like I think the independent scene is topping like all these major labels, like for real, just through like Spotify and all that stuff like that. And like all these independent artists are way better than these mainstream artists you see nowadays.
Oh yeah. But that's also why you don't see like many independent artists that are on the same level as the labeled artists, because they're not following the constraints that the labels push on the artists, you know? Like there's a lot of industry plants, and I don't really like that term. I feel like if you are an artist, that is your art, you're entitled to it. Like if people compare you to who inspired you, that's just who inspired you. You're going to take after them. But there are a lot of industry plants in the game right now. And something I learned recently, there's a lot of people that are buying the streams and views like mainstream artists. That's
okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of shady shit.
Like, so wait, expand on that. Like, how like mainstream artists are like buying like views from like independent people? Is that
no. I'm saying like they're buying, like they're faking the streams, they're faking the numbers, like they're paying
bots, gotcha.
Getting bots to watch it and all that shit.
Gotcha. Yep, we podcasters know all about these bots. They show up in my message board every single day, at least 20 times a day. I get messages. Hey, do you want to get 5,000 subscribers? You're like, yeah, I do want to get 5,000 subscribers, but not like that.
Exactly. Yeah, no, the same shit happens on like my Instagram. Like I'll see them spam liking my story and it'll be like some dumb meme and they'll just say, fire, dude, this is fire. I was listening to this and like it's a fucking dog. It's not even music.
Like I wasn't singing on this. What the fuck? Like what the hell's going on? Like that, it gets I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but it seems like it's a lot of like overseas people. So it's
yeah.
a lot of scamming going on and stuff like that. I just say just be careful with all that stuff. Don't
Oh no,
yeah, don't buy your views, everyone. Do it organically. It's the right thing to do.
I'm too prideful to buy any views. I got to do the shit all by myself. That's another reason why I'm not like, I got to always produce my own shit. Like, it's just that pride. Plus, it's a decent skill to have. Like, once I'm able to finally start selling my beats, like once I got an ASCAP for it all, then I can make some money off of it too.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, so you say you produce your own beats and everything too? It's write your own lyrics, do everything solo, huh?
The only thing that I don't do, which I'm working on, is record myself.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, everything else is all me. Yeah.
Do you have like your own like studio at home, like I do, or is it like, do you have to like actually get studio time?
So I used to There were a few places that I used to go to. One was called Rock Hill Sound up in Rochester. Then there was this one guy. His name was Ved. It was like he didn't have it on like Google or nothing. Like it wasn't an official place. It was in his basement, but it was legit. But like I said earlier, Moseri, we got a song on the way, which I'm hoping to get somebody on it. So
okay.
Yeah.
Like a big name? You don't want to name drop. Don't name drop, but a big
name? I'm not gonna name drop, but he's dope.
Okay, all right, cool. So, but we're gonna take a quick time out real quick. We got a video that we want to share, or a song that we want to drop real quick. Ups and downs. Do you want to talk about this real quick? Your ups and downs video. When did you? Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead. But ask the question so I can answer
it. So yeah, this seems like it was very like a very personal song to you. So like were you like okay, like kind of like in your feelings a little bit when you wrote this, or is it just kind of like spare the moment? This is what goes down.
I mean, it's just something that I've noticed. Like a lot of people, they're not really with you when you're not winning and all that, and then they want to tag along and all that shit, and you never see like the losses talked about. That's kind of the whole premise, especially like that first verse. I forget how I started it off. Funny how only your wins get the recognition. Nobody wanted to check on the boy until I brought a team and not recognition. I know I rhymed recognition with recognition. I hate myself for that, but it was just I wanted to get the song done. I needed to get it out, and I was saying something. So, but yeah, that's kind of the motive and all that behind it. And there was actually a guy in the comments. He was talking about how he just got out of prison and this song was helping him, and he even referenced my upcoming album, The Climb Up. Like it just, that's kind of what keeps me motivated, like comments like that. And I don't know, I'm very happy that I could make someone feel better with something as personal as that song was.
Right, yeah. Change one person, it makes you feel really good.
Exactly.
That's all you have to do is put a smile on one person's face, and it all snowball effects from there. So
yeah.
So yeah, let's get into this video real quick, everyone. So turn your volumes up a little bit and enjoy.
The team and I recognition. Spoke by my granny, she told me prepare for the people that's trying to red division. I showed her anything possible, how I get W's. It's like a repetition. I'm trying to be humble, cause there's been some times when my pride was diminished. Felt like I was finished, my life was diminished and faded my vision. No time for revision. If I didn't finish and first I won't finish, I need me the chicken, so I live in kitchens. I'm trying to get it, The life I envision is right in the distance, so my time I'm spending refining the image. Picture perfect how I'm living, picture perfect on the image. I gotta walk until that I ain't living. I'm gonna climb up until my Olympus. I'm gonna climb up until I'm defending. Be the greatest and the gold is my gimmick. I'm in the greatest, the gold is my mimic. I'm the greatest and no, it's no limit. I'm talking about living in a ceiling academy. They said I fell off, I tried to my best. y'all blast me.
Still I am up and reaching those heights. I'll 10 on my toes, are down for the ride. To all of the down, just peep my advice. You're gonna bounce back, just listen how I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. I suffered too many times to count. I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. Funny how losses go unannounced. I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. I suffered too many times to count. I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. Funny how losses go unannounced. How many L's did you take for you to get through this shit? Numerous takes. Who knew the stakes would get higher the higher you climb up? I feel like I'm soon to be great. My mama gon' open the phone any day. And CJ to D on the opening page. Event in the blogs, I'm giving it all I got until we live out a day. I'm manifesting in my plans, investing in my passion. Never did I let it astray. My plans are sending past the stratus, sending past some planets. I never will look back and say I regret the shit I did, cause I don't ever regret what I didn't do. Working the most, working the hardest and putting in effort when everyone else wouldn't doing the most. Hey, lesson learned. Till you get invested, you get less return. Had to get in my bag for the pen to earn. What I got in my bag, I got bread to burn. Can't forget the worst nights of my life just to make it here. I survived with the mindset of greatest near. So despite all the times that I made it here, I done made it here, so let me make it clear. There in the ceiling and capped me. They said I fell off, I was charging my batteries. Hitting the shells off and hoping they cap me.
Bitch, I ain't quitting till one of y'all blast me.
Still I am up and reaching those heights. I'll 10 on my toes, are down for the ride. To all of the down, just peep my advice. You're gonna bounce back, just listen how I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. I suffered too many times to count. I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. Funny how losses go unannounced. I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. I suffered too many times to count. I've been up, I've been down. I got back up when it kinda doubt. I've been done, shooting south. Funny how losses go unannounced.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was dope. It's like just like the way you put your syllables together is amazing.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like people say like rhyming is or rapping is just rhyming words, like hat, cat, and all that shit. I mean, it's not. It's you got to put the syllables together too, people. If you want to make a hit.
That's something I started doing a lot recently. I love homophones. Like seeing what words I can make. Like even if it's God, like I'm trying to think of one I just did. Recently, on this past Cypher, I did a line like you conceived in October, none as hard as Junior B do. But like that would the do was like gunshot sound effects, but Junior B, you know, that none as hard as Junior B. But if you were conceived in October, you would be due in June. Like you conceived in October, none as hard as Junior B do. Yeah.
Right.
Just like multiple words to try and match one word. You know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
But yeah.
It's amazing, dude. I was gonna say it's amazing. It's like now when I can't do it, but it's like the da with your lyrics and stuff like that. See, I'm not musically talented. I'm not lying about this, but when you have the words going over, like kind of just like flowing over themselves, and like how did you get to that point where you could actually spit that quick? Like what technique did you use?
I actually learned I forget which artist said this, but there was a bigger artist where they recommended like if you're doing something fast, try to whatever the last the last letter or like last sound of the word has to be the first sound of the next word, so that way it all just flows together.
Okay.
And you don't slip up. something I noticed with myself is I kind of have like I have trouble saying certain words after the other, and especially going that fast. So I kind of like on my Nobody's Close to Me song, I did a lot of like tongue touching the teeth, like nobody better than me, I better get better. Like that's the kind of almost
Yeah.
like how Jay-Z described M, like it's a percussion. That's how I try to when I do my fast flows, I base my fast flows off the drums more so than like a melody, you know?
Okay. So you're listening
Yeah.
like to more like to the drum beat than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's I don't know. Do you start with like the drum beat? Like when you're making the beat, is that what you start with? Is like the doom
No.
doom doom. Okay.
I
Just-
how I make my beats is I use a website called Tracklib, and they got a bunch
okay.
of different samples, melodies, like a bunch of shit that you can chop up, slice, loop, make it your own. And that's how I made the Nobody's Close to Me beat and the Ups and Downs. For those ones, it was just chopping up the samples and having it where I wanted, and then I went in there and added the drums in there afterwards. Nobody's Close to Me was a really, I want to say, like abstract piece, like an
Mhm.
abstract beat for me, just because the hi-hat wasn't the normal two-step where it's like if you listen, the hi-hats are kind of like spaced out and the kicks are not all over the place as you would expect from like a standard hip-hop beat.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was very different, and I think it turned out great. It's still one of my favorite beats that I've ever made.
Yeah, it's very contemporary almost.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. We'll get into that. We'll get into that before the end of the show, though. We'll get into that music video because that's another amazing one where your just lyrics are just like, wow.
I
But
appreciate it. Yeah, that one was
yeah,
like I said, how I'm trying to transition from like being a rapper to being an artist. Ups and Downs
mhm.
is the artist, and Nobody's Close to Me is the rapper. That's kind
Okay,
of how I would differentiate those two songs.
gotcha. Now, like who inspires you? Like, are you like hardcore into Eminem? I don't- obviously you're from Warren, Michigan. That's kind of a stupid question. Like, if you're from Michigan, you're hardcore into Eminem. That's all there is to it. But
Yeah.
were you like inspired by him, or are you like more inspired by like more local artists that you know and talk to every day?
I mean, I take inspiration from everything, everyone. But in terms of like mainstream artists, definitely Eminem. He's at the top for me. Like that's who I grew up listening to.
Mhm.
Marshall Mathers LP2 was the first album I ever listened to. That was my introduction into hip hop when I was younger. And since then I've just built in like different palettes. Nas, he's another huge inspiration for me. People say I sound like Joyner. Joyner, he's a huge inspiration. JID, Cole, Kendrick. Um, Someone I've been listening to a lot recently though is Grip. Do you know
Okay,
Grip? He's
I've
a
heard of him. Yep.
Yeah, he's off Shady Records, bro. He's
Mhm.
fucking phenomenal with it.
Yes.
I recently discovered he had a song with Kenny Mason and JID. Holy shit. That was insane to hear the
Yeah.
first time. Um, but yeah, people like that, and even from the Cyphers, Muncie, I feel like he's probably the best artist and best rapper out of the Cyphers. Like I look up to him a lot. Like I feel like he knows what kind of music he makes and he does it so well.
Mhm.
Like I look up to him a lot, and I'm glad to have him as like a mentor. Um Nick Moseri, um Jolo Reeves, like all those guys, even Astray, like just
Astray. Yep.
all the people that have helped me in my career. I look up to everyone. Like I
Mhm.
take inspiration, I listen to what they do best, and um any advice that they give me, I try to listen to it and put my all into it. So
Right now,
yeah.
have you worked with Astray?
Um I haven't had the chance to work with him yet, but
Okay.
I how I know Astray is he held, his grab the mic competitions. I went to, I believe it was the second or third, just because I know I missed one of them because I got sick the day of, and it tore me up. But yeah, no, when I first met him and shit, he's a really genuine guy, and I really appreciate what he's doing, like taking from his Shady Records label and going back to and like putting out in the community and trying to build it up. I respect it a lot, and I'm glad that I'm part of the community that he's trying to build up.
Right. Yeah, he's doing amazing things out here in Saginaw. He's me and him actually grew up. I don't want to say together because we weren't really friends. We didn't really talk to each other, but we ran in the same circles. But we kept doing this. We were just always on opposite ends, though. And then a few years back, I kind of just reached out to him, and I was just like, "Hey, blah blah blah. I used to listen to your album, all this stuff, and when I used to live in the trailer park." And he's like, and then he just came up and he just started talking to me, and ever since then we've been pretty tight. So yeah, genuine good dude.
Oh yeah.
And he knows the struggle. He does. So he can relate to all of us, like, and how we're like going about our business and stuff. He can relate to all of it. And he always has good advice too. So,
oh yeah.
Shout out to Astray. There we go.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Astray. There we go. There we go. But if you could, okay, here we're going to get to the fun part now. If you could make an album with any artist out there, any artist out there, like who would it be? Like you got a collaboration album like Jelly Roll and Little White. Who would you collaborate with?
I'm trying to think. Like,
This is what I like to call the Jeopardy portion of the show.
You're gonna hit me with that do 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 do.
I have actually thought about putting this into the show because every time I ask who's your favorite artist or who's your Mount Rushmore, it's a lot of thinking, and
yeah,
I dig it too. I honestly dig it because people are honestly being genuine and honest, and have to like go down deep into their database and be like, yeah, this is it. And getting that top 5 will do that to you.
I mean, so by like collab album, do you mean like a Bad Meets Evil kind of deal?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Man, I wouldn't have to choose M because I feel like that would just be his shit featuring me. So,
true.
Cole, he's another great artist, but I feel like if he gets on a feature, you're the feature then. But I feel like he's more artistically similar to me. I think in terms of like people closer to my age, I'd probably say someone like Corday.
Okay.
Corday, he's dope. I'd love to work with him. JID, another one. Me and my dad were fucking around one day. Joyner, he was saying some shit where it was an interviewer asking him like about the Tory Lane situation, and I don't know if the whole thing was scripted, but Joyner was saying like he's down to do that again, like throw a few shots at somebody and then make a song with them. I mean, Joyner. But yeah, no, people like that. And definitely the local guys like Muncie, for example, man. Astray. Just like I got a very wide range of people that I would do it with, but probably like for sure singular answer, it would have to be either Cole or Corday. Those two probably would be the best bet for me.
Okay, yeah. J. Cole is tight though. I do like some J. Cole every once in a while, but yeah. Did you were you following that Drake, and who was he beefing with?
Kendrick
Cole, Lamar, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was the talk of the culture, man. How could you not hear it?
Right. It's like I just remember like seeing the lyric that J. Cole said was pretty much I don't remember like exactly, but it was just pretty much him like dismissing the whole Drake situation. He's like, yeah, I'm out of here. You're by yourself on this one.
Yeah, no, I think what happened was Cole just saw that it wasn't his beef, and he didn't want to. He saw where it was about to go between Kendrick and Drake, and on his newest track, Poor Antonio, he talks about that in the last verse of the song. Talks about why he stepped away and how he's still cool with Drake and shit. So I don't know. I think it's a beautiful song, and I still think Cole is an amazing artist. I don't see it as he dropped out of the battle. I think that it wasn't his fight.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, he's like more of a down to earth guy too. He's an amazing individual. Yeah. He's like, I always call these type of people the Keanu Reeveses of the world, because he rides a bike, he wears a hoodie, sweatpants, and you would never, if you saw him on a regular day, you would never know that he was like a multi-platinum artist.
Exactly.
So you would just think he was a regular guy, and I dig that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
People like that. People like that are great.
He's ironically a great role model.
Yeah. Just like an all around good dude, and you're just like, this is who I want if my kid's gonna be a rapper, I want him to look up to this guy.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. And we get that nowadays. Like, you do see like a bunch of I don't want to say older rappers, but they are old. They're old, like Snoop and all that stuff, and Dre and all them. You do see them like reaching down to like the more to the younger audience and stuff too. Like 50 was like, I don't know if he was helping 6ix9ine with going through all his problems or whatnot, but he kind of like throughout like the videos that I've seen, like I don't want to say he mentored him, but he's just kind of like gave him like pointers, like, stay the hell out of Chicago, go over here, and shit like that. But it's just nice to see like all these the older generation reaching down to the younger generation and kind of pulling them up a little bit, trying to teach them the way.
Oh yeah, and I see that happening between like me, Skeezer, Solo, and Astray, people like Muncie, like with all the various opportunities that they've given, and that's just locally, there's infinite possibilities with all the big names out there, and who's like I've been told by everyone, like everyone's watching you, so like you couldn't. There's infinite amount of possibilities. Like I said, anything can happen.
Right. Yeah. It's great. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But I don't want to see like most of these. I want to see like collaborations. Like,
that's
like 50 Cent and Astray or Eminem and Astray. And like, do something like that. It's like kind of reach down. Give them a boost. But I don't know if you'll ever see that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, like I said, man, anything can happen. Like you said, I would love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Amazing shit going on.
But on that, I want to ask you, because you asked me who do you think would sound best on a collab album with me?
Oh, with you?
Yeah.
I think probably I would mix in a little bit of Jelly Roll in there.
Okay.
I think you and Jelly Roll would mix up really, 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 really well. You and Solo. Honestly, I can see you and Solo on a track and just like battling each other. Like make it like a battle track, but it's I can see that happening too. That would be dope. Let's see, who else can I see you with? There's a rapper out of Kalamazoo that I talked to not too long ago. Rashad Lee. He's really dope out of Kalamazoo. He would probably.
I've heard of that name. I think.
Yeah, he's more of a, I don't want to say grimy, but he's more of a street rapper. So I think your two flows would go good together, like the way you guys flow
like opposites attract type shit.
Yeah. He's more of a ask questions and he answers it. Ask questions and answer that type of flow. I think the differences would collab very well. But yeah, it's amazing. I would also like to see like you and Ozzy. That would be good too. That would be awesome because he can spit too.
Oh yeah, me and him, we've been trying to get a track together in the works. Hopefully we can get one on the way.
Yeah, because that would be dope. Like the whole people from the Cypher Society are fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm trying to go through like groups, so I'll be reaching out to most of them too. So don't don't get down just because I picked Junior here. I will be reaching out to you guys too. I want to get as much as you guys on here as I possibly can. That's because, like I said, you guys' flow is amazing, and the way you guys just come together as one and just support one another is great. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But let's see what else we got here. If you could, if you could line up a show, let's say an arena, like any arena in the United States of America or whatever, the world. Let's say the world. You can go to Berlin if you want.
Okay.
But if you could line up a show in any arena, you're the headliner. You're the main person on the show. You're the last hour.
Okay.
Who would open for you, and who would be your mid draw? Now there's two. See how I flipped it on you? Now there's fucking two.
Oh man.
And there's an arena too. Yeah, and also you got to pick an arena.
You want me to beat the system?
Let's beat the system. Why not? Fuck it.
We're gonna start it off with Rebel Music Fest. Everyone from the Rebel Music Fest, from Jolo Reeves, Moseri, Nick, Johnny Germani, Beard, all those guys. They're gonna be the openers. Mid draw, we're gonna get the whole Cypher Society on there, including he's a part of it. Solo, he was on there. Everyone that has ever been on there, they're performing, and I'm headlining. I'm bringing. We beat the system on that.
That's right. We're taking everybody with us. Why not? Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
It'd be great. We'll do it at Ford Field too, or Comerica Park, whatever. It's right down the road. It's right down. Now, how was it like growing up in Warren, Michigan? Are you on the right side of the tracks, I should say?
I mean, wouldn't be able to answer. I don't know.
Right?
I'm like
I'm from Saginaw and I heard gunshots every day. Is it like that or no?
No. I can't say that it is like that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I grew up in Saginaw, and it wasn't the greatest part, but it wasn't the worst either. So you got to compromise in the middle,
right?
Yeah, it was great. It was a fun time though. You learn a lot. Because I always told people, because I was raised in Sanford, a small village. It's like a village town in Sanford. I don't know if you know where that's at, because you're also from Michigan. It's like half hour away from Midland, if you know where that's at.
Yeah,
where the Loons play.
Okay.
But yeah, I grew up in Sanford, and then I always tell people I was raised in Sanford, but I grew up in Saginaw, because that's pretty much where I learned, how to survive. I had to do what I had to do, and that's pretty much how I learned.
No, I'm thankful and gracious enough that I've lived in the same house my whole life. And that's really all I know. All I know is Warren. I've not really traveled outside of it. And yeah, I mean, granted, I have traveled outside of it, but like in terms of living, I've not gone nowhere else. And I'm grateful for that, because I want to put it into a song, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But I had a conversation with someone I went to school with, and we were talking, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, I grew up on the east side of Detroit, and I moved around all my life." And I told him, "Oh, I just live right down there and lived there all my life." And he told me, "What's that like?" And that's just been replaying in my head ever since. Like, that's it was like heartbreaking to hear.
See that would be a good track too. It's like where you're just like rapping about one part, and then you have another person from the other side, and you're just going back and forth like a heaven and hell type thing.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be dope. See, we're coming up with ideas on here. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time, though. I do want to thank you for coming on, and we're definitely gonna have you back on here. Obviously, I'm I'm gonna invite you back next year. I'm pretty much booked throughout the rest of this year, but next year I'll be making some putting out some messages out there and getting some guests back on your show. And I'm definitely gonna have you back on because I want to know when your album drops and how that does, and I want you to come back on and talk about that too.
All right, sweet.
But yeah, it's definitely a pleasure to have you on. I do appreciate you taking time out of your day. And everyone out there, all his links are in the description below. Go check this guy out. And like, this kick and spit straight fire. I mean, what he did on the podcast is nothing compared to what he has out there. So go check him out for sure. Is there any shout outs or anything you wanna promote before we take off?
I mean, first of all, I appreciate you having me, man. I thank you. But yeah, no, just the Cypher Society, Rebel Music Fest, Astray, all them boys up in Saginaw. I love everyone that has been a part of the journey and who continues to stay with me, and I'm so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. God is good. That's all you got to say. God is good. He does.
Hell yeah.
He works miracles, and it's amazing. It may not always be on time, but it always helps.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, not a problem. Anytime. Welcome back. Anytime, bro. We'll be in touch for sure.
All right, sweet.
All right, sweet. Everyone, Junior the Demigod. Awesome. There's a very good show today, guys. This is amazing. I am taking a couple of weeks off for Thanksgiving. You know, the holidays are coming up. I'm probably going to get a little fat because it's Thanksgiving. So if you see a little double chin here, it's a good thing I got this mic covering up most of my face. But anyways, Thanksgiving's coming up. I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you back here in December. We have, I think it's December 14th. I have it written down, but it's not in front of me. But I think it's December 14th will be our last show of the year. And we're going to have a Bag of Tricks Cat. What the fuck is going on? We're going to have Bag of Tricks Cat from Alpha House coming on, and he's going to be wrapping up the year for us. And he's going to tell us about some projects he's got going on and who he's working with, and a story to tell a story. And to everyone out there, I do appreciate you guys clicking that play button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Peace.